This EPB Classic Rerun is brought to you by Calvert and Nunn Insurance in Glasgow.
Baseman batting fourth is Andrew Foch. Batting fifth and catching, Luke up to get things going here as the right fielder Devin Soil steps into the batter's box, grounds the ball to the third baseman, and Chris Rutledge can't handle it. And Devin Soil will reach base.
Yeah, that's a ball Chris he'd probably tell you himself he should have handled. That's probably an error. And Devin's on with got speed at the top of the order. That's what Coach Evans told me this morning. He wanted to come out and get an early lead, especially against Parker. He's one of the better pitchers in the league.
Trey Alexander, the batter, tries to lay down the bunt down the first base side, but it's going to go foul as Parker Cash kills it in foul territory over there. We were talking a moment ago, Larry, the Yankees, the top team during the regular season here in the 11 and 12-year-old division, and the Reds may be a little bit of a surprise to be here in the championship game.
Well, yeah, they started out the year with, they won 3 of their first 4 games, and then they hit a streak where they just couldn't seem to win. Something bad would happen in the last inning or whatever, but toward the end of the year they got it turned around and they played very good ball in the tournament, and that's the reason they're here tonight.
0-2 count, and Alexander fouls that pitch off from Cash.
Trey pitched a great ball game last night against the Braves to help the Reds get here tonight. He went all 6 innings, and so that's what Coach Evans, he was just happy to be here.
Cash delivers fastball and a swing and a miss by Alexander as he couldn't catch up with it that time from Parker Cash. That'll be 1 down here in the top of the first inning, and that brings the pitcher, Casey Evans, to the plate.
Casey's played a little bit of everything this year, from catcher, he's done some pitching, played some short, third. He's one of those guys you just kind of plug in anywhere and he gets it done. He's a real tough little baseball player.
Tries to lay down the bunt, couldn't make contact. So the count will go to 0-1 on Casey. According to Coach David Evans, who is Casey's father, he's a great leader on the team, and he hits to all fields. He's a good base runner, too, he says.
Yeah, Casey's a pretty smart base runner. He doesn't try to hit the ball out of the park every time. He knows that's not his game. He gets on base and tries to make things happen.
Last pitch, a fastball up and away, so here's the 1-1. Ball hit on a line to shortstop, caught by Griffin Smith at shortstop. And the runner at first base, Devin Soil's able to get back. But 2 away here for the Reds, and that will bring the cleanup hitter, first baseman Andrew Foch, to the plate.
Andrew's a line drive hitter. When he's on, he's hitting a line drive, usually hits the ball very hard. And the last couple of games I haven't got to see him play, but according to David, he has really been on with the bat.
Pitch from Cash, low and away for ball 1. That's exactly what David wrote here in his notes, too. Says he's hits the ball hard, and he's been hot in the tournament.
Andrew, usually about this time of year, his bat starts to really get hot.
Ground ball fielded by the pitcher, Parker Cash. He'll get it over to first base to Morgan Smith in time for out number 3. And that'll do it for the Reds here in the top of the first inning. The Yankees will come to bat when we return after a half inning of play. It's 0-0 here in the championship game with the live-on division of the Glasgow Little League. Back after this on WCLU Sports.
Calvert and Nunn Insurance not only offer a variety of policies, but are exceptional in their customer service and up-to-date quotes. The staff at Calvert and Nunn excel in the product knowledge to fit the insurance needs of each customer. Calvert and Nunn Insurance is next to the Plaza Theater in downtown Glasgow.
Two Edge on the Square in downtown Glasgow supports local sporting activities. Owners Tommy and Cindy Tracy have made prompt friendly service their specialty. Two Edge offers screen printing, embroidery, along with local team's logo apparel. Two Edge on the Square in downtown Glasgow. Come by today and see owners Tommy and Cindy Tracy about your club, church, or team shirts. Two Edge on the Square in downtown Glasgow.
Barron County Attorney Jeff Sharp celebrates all the players on the field tonight. Jeff Sharp would like to say thanks to all the players for keeping the game alive in our area. You can call Barron County Attorney Jeff Sharp at 651-8766 or visit his office at 107 East Main Street in Dallas.
Park as we move to the bottom of the first inning here in the championship game of the Glasgow Little League Live Arm Division. Am I calling that right? Is that what y'all call it, the Live Arm?
This is Live Arm. It used to be Little League.
Right. When I was playing, that's what it was called.
Back in the old days.
Yeah, exactly. About 20 years ago.
Yeah, this is Live Arm now, and of course, back even farther than that, the Pony League, which is Babe Ruth now, used to play, and that was back when I was just 13, 14 years old.
Yeah. Let's give you the starting lineup for the Yankees. They are the home team on the scoreboard. Pitching and batting first is Parker Cash. The number 2 hitter is the first baseman Morgan Smith. Batting third, playing shortstop Griffin Smith. The cleanup hitter is Chris Rutledge. He'll play third base. Batting fifth and playing left field, Andrew Boston. The 6th hitter is the second baseman Dakota Field. Hitter number 7 will be the right fielder Jeremiah England. Batting 8th and playing catcher is Ryan Shaw. And the number 9 hitter for the Yankees playing center field, Daniel Capps. Pitching for the Reds is Casey Evans, and we are set to go here in the bottom of the first inning as Evans delivers his first pitch to Cash, and it's up and in for ball 1.
Casey hadn't pitched in a few days. He had a little twinge in the arm there, and they've been kind of resting him, and they've debated and decided. Casey told him he felt like going and wanted to go.
There's a base hit in the right field as the left-handed Cash drops that one in for a single. And the leadoff man on for the Yankees. The Yankees are a very good hitting ball club, Larry, as their coach Mike Smith told me they have a team average of 361, and they have several kids that hit over 400.
And they do that with some pop in the bats, too. They're not little bleeding CNI singles that they hit. These kids really pop the ball.
This pitch gets away from the catcher, Luke Deckard, and that's going to allow Cash to swipe second base. The batter for the Yankees, by the way, is first baseman Morgan Smith.
And Morgan, a real good contact hitter, and can hit with some power, too.
It's hard. Right back up the middle, fielded, though, by the pitcher, Evans. He'll get it over to first base to Andrew Foge for out number 1, but Cash does move from second to third base, and that'll bring the shortstop, Griffin Smith, up to the plate.
Rip plays shortstop, and he is also an outstanding pitcher and has won several ball games for this team this year, too.
He is one of 2 players for this Yankee ball club that bats over 600. He and Parker Cash, those two players.
Yeah, they've been very consistent. This consistently has been a big hitting team. I mean, they're going to hit the ball, and you're going to have to score some runs to beat them.
That pitch from Evans, call strike 1, so a 1-1 count here to the hitter, Griffin Smith. Swing and a miss by Smith after that pitch.
Casey's arm looked pretty good on that.
Yes, he did.
That's a nice pitch.
One more, big strike, and then I'll look.
So here's the 1-2 pitch now from Evans. And off, swing and a miss by Smith, and he is down on strike. So Evans records out number 2, and now the cleanup man, third baseman Chris Rutledge, comes up.
Well, that's a big out. They're not out of the woods by any means because Chris is a big, powerful, he's a strong kid, hits the ball real hard, and they're not out of the woods, but that's a big out to get right there.
Evans into his motion fastball, swing and a miss by Rutledge for strike 1.
We mentioned our umpire, James Knox, behind the plate, C.J. Zettlemore here at first base, and Chad Fisher over at third base. These guys have worked down here all year and done a good job.
Glad you did that. We can't overlook the umpires. They play a pivotal role in these ball games, of course.
Ask any fan.
That's right. Pitch from Evans down the dirt for ball 1. So here's the 1-1 pitch now to Rutledge. Ball hit on the ground to the shortstop. Trey Alexander fields it, gets it over to first base Andrew Foge in time for out number 3, and so the Yankees will strand a runner at third base, and we have completed 1 full inning of play, and no score here between the Reds and the Yankees in the Glasgow Little League Live Arm Championship game. Back after this on WCLU Sports.
Calvert and Nunn Insurance not only offer a variety of policies, but are exceptional in their customer service and up-to-date quotes. The staff at Calvert and Nunn excel in the product knowledge to fit the insurance needs of each customer. Calvert and Nunn Insurance is next to the Plaza Theater in downtown Glasgow.
Sullivan Park in the Little League Live Arm Championship game. Here in the postseason tournament, we go to the top of the second inning, and no score between the Yankees and the Reds, and who'll be the first three batters up for the Reds?
We got a lead off here with Luke Deckard. Luke's catching tonight, and then it'll be Jesse Poindexter, the center fielder, and David Brown. The second baseman will be the first three hitters.
Batters 5, 6, and 7 in the order. Parker Cash on the mound for the Yankees.
Luke usually hits he's a good solid hitter, usually makes pretty good contact.
It's a soft ground ball out to the pitcher. Parker Cash will field it, gets it over to Morgan Smith at first base for out number 1.
I'll tell you what, though, they better start picking on somebody else, because Parker, you hit the ball back to him, you may as well go ahead and make that turn back toward the dugout. Morgan's not going to drop it, and he's not going to make very many bad throws.
Hitter now is Jesse Poindexter. Steps into the left-handed batter's box, and he looks at the first pitch from Cash go by for ball 1. And a little bit of self-preservation that time for Jesse. That ball was headed almost at his head, it looked like, and he took a swing at it, I think, more to protect himself than anything.
That's strictly self-defense right there. That almost shouldn't count as a strike.
But it does, and it's a 1-1 count. This pitch called strike 2. Nice looking pitch that time from Parker Cash, right on the outside corner, so now a 1-2 count.
For a youngster, Parker really does a good job. He keeps himself under control, and he's got it on that plate. He's got to swing the bat.
And that fastball right down the middle called strike 3, and Poindexter retired on strike. That'll bring the second baseman David Brown up to the plate.
David's a kid that on the Reds team, he's one of the kids that can really get a hold of one every now and then and drive it out there. He's capable of hitting the ball hard and hitting it a long way.
Now's the first pitch back here to the fence right in front of us for strike 1. According to his coach, David Evans, David has said he had a great game last night with his glove, I guess in the semifinal, and I guess that was the final of the losers bracket.
That was the losers bracket final last night.
Swing and a miss by David that time, as that one was a little bit out of the strike zone. He couldn't lay off the high pitch.
Yeah, Coach David was really excited last night. He called me late last night when the game was over. I had just gotten home, and he was calling, giving me the details. Said David had a great game with his glove, and they caught some balls in the outfield, and really felt good going into this game about their chances.
Here's the 1-2 pitch to David Brown. Swing and fouled back to the fence. The count remains 1 ball and 2 strikes. Chelsea Mathers is on deck and would be next. There are 2 down here in the top of the second. No score between the Reds and Yankees. Fastball a bit outside, 4-2. Deuce is wild here. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 away. And win the second inning. Cash into his motion. Fastball grounded to the shortstop. It'll be fielded by Smith. He gets it over in time to Morgan Smith. Griffin Smith to Morgan Smith that time. And that is out number 3, and the Reds are retired here in the top of the second inning. We'll come back and move to the bottom of the second after this. We are bringing you the broadcast here of the Glasgow Little League live on championship game back on WCLU Sports in a moment.
Calvert and Nunn Insurance not only offer a variety of policies, but are exceptional in their customer service and up-to-date quotes. The staff at Calvert and Nunn excel in the product knowledge to fit the insurance needs of each customer. Calvert and Nunn Insurance is next to the Plaza Theater in downtown Glasgow.
Park, Joe Myers and Larry Davis with you as we go now to the bottom of the second inning. And no score between the Reds and the Yankees. Championship game of the Glasgow Little League Live Arm Division here in the postseason tournament.
Andrew Boston, the left fielder, he's going to lead off this inning for the Yankees, and he'll be followed by second baseman Dakota Fields and the right fielder Jeremiah England.
Still on the mound for the Reds is Casey Evans, and it's a swing and a miss that time out of Boston for strike 1.
Andrew, this is kind of the big part of the order for the Yankees. Andrew and Dakota, they're part of the big sticks that, you know, that consistently have hit the ball real hard and done that all year for this team.
Andrew, one of 4 players that's in the 300 to 400 average range for the Yankees. Here's the 2-1 pitch from Evans. Ball called, strike 2. Evens the count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Breaking ball, called, strike 3. And Andrew Boston retired on strikes. That'll bring second baseman Dakota Fields to the plate.
So far, David's worried about Casey being a little rusty, and he hadn't looked very rusty. He's looked pretty sharp, as both pitchers have. They've both got thrown strikes. They've been around the plate, and that's all you can ask for from your pitcher.
Batter is Dakota Fields, and he hits this one into left field, and that'll drop in there just barely into fair territory. So Fields will be held at first base as they get it back in quickly onto the infield. But a single for Dakota Fields with 1 away here in the bottom of the 2nd inning, and now we'll see the right fielder Jeremiah England.
Tavion Parrish playing third base almost made a really nice play on that, just out of his reach. He's usually an outfielder. He hasn't played a lot of infield, but Coach Evans is deciding to play him there tonight and moving another kid to the outfield just because the Yankees team and their bats, he wanted to maybe keep singles from becoming doubles, and so Tavion has had a little experience on the infield, so it shouldn't be. He almost made a great play on that ball.
Nice pitch there from Casey Evans to start England off, and England swung and missed for strike 1. Fastball stays in. 1 ball, 1 strike to count. Both Casey Evans and Parker Cash, Larry, both look like they have pretty good little breaking balls.
They both throw a little breaking ball that
that pitch stays up high.
That's something at this age that you don't like to see. Most coaches don't like you to throw a lot, but you know they're starting to get to the age where the competition gets a little stiffer.
Right.
You start to see more and more breaking balls.
Right. That last pitch fouled off to the right side, so here's the 2-2, and that one stays outside. Runs the count to a full count now at 3-2. 1 away here in the bottom of the 2nd inning. Yankees have a man on at first base. This ball fouled off out of play to the right side. That'll get a car over there.
Yeah, Coach Evans' car.
Uh-oh. Count remains 3-2. Here's the payoff pitch, and stays outside for ball 4. So Casey Evans issues his first walk of the afternoon. That'll put runners at first and second. Now the hitter will be catcher Ryan Shaw.
I tell you what, this is a tough little kid right here. He does a great job behind the plate. I just start to say he don't have a bad bat either.
And hits in the other left field. That gets over the head of Chelsea Matters out there. 1 run's going to score. And they'll hold Jeremiah England up at third base as Dakota Fields scores from second base to give the Yankees a 1-0 lead here in the bottom of the 2nd with 1 away. Now the Yankees with runners at second and third is Shaw. They're at second base with the RBI double.
Now Daniel Cap's done a bad. Daniel's the center fielder.
Cap's the number 9 hitter in the order. Soft grounder out in front of the plate. Evans comes over to field it and couldn't get it cleanly. And Cap's going to be safe at first. So now bases loaded for the Yankees with the top of the order coming back to the plate in the form of Parker Cash. And Parker, as I told you a moment ago, one of 2 players for the Yankees batting over 600 on the year.
You wouldn't think it's just by his size-wise, but he's actually hit some balls out of this park this year, and he is more than capable of getting it over that right field fence. Believe me, I saw one fly out of there in the bottom of the 6th inning of the game that the Reds thought we had in the bag that day. And so he's a little younger than most of these kids and maybe not quite as big, but he is an athlete.
Ground ball to the right side. And the first baseman over there, Andrew Coach, tags first base for out number 2, and then they come home. And the runner at home is going to be safe. Jeremiah Inglis scores from third base. After Foch stepped on the bag, they no longer had the force there at home plate. You had to put the tag on, and they say that the catcher, Luke Decker, did not get the tag on in time.
And I think they made the right call there. Andrew stepped on the bag at first, which took the force off, and then he threw home. And I don't think Luke had it. Looked to me like the runner was there anyway. I don't think if he had tagged him, I think he would have still been safe.
And the right decision by Foch, too, I think, to go ahead and take the out at first base. That was the easy out there.
Take him out when you can get it.
That's right. 2-0 lead here for the Yankees now, and the batter is Morgan Smith, the first baseman. That ball up and in. Smith dives out of the way.
Won't intimidate Morgan one bit, I guarantee you. And she's tough and good hitter, good all-around player, and she's got a little sister that played in coach pitch this year, Ashley, and I tell you what, these girls can play some baseball.
Pitch from Evans down to the dirt for ball 2. Runners at second and third base for the Yankees here. They already have 2 runs across here in the bottom of the second, looking to get a couple of more. Ball hit hard back up the middle, runner going to center field for a base hit. 1 run will score. Another run on the way in. That one will score. There's Ryan Shaw and Daniel Capps. Shaw scoring from third base, Capps from second base, and the Yankees jump out to a 4-0 lead now here in the bottom of the second. Morgan Smith with the 2 RBI single into center field. And the batter now, shortstop Griffin Smith. Now's the first pitch from Evans off. Here's the 0-1. Ball hit hard into right field. That'll get through for a base hit. Devin Scholes has a little trouble coming up with it. Now gets it back in. Morgan Smith down third base. She's looking to score, and she will be safe. As they say, she got him to the tag that time of Luke Decker to close play at home plate, but they say Smith in there safely, and that'll be the 5th run of this inning here for the Yankees, and they now lead it 5-0. And the batter's going to be third baseman Chris Rutledge. In the meantime, Griffin Smith made his way all the way around to third base on that play at home.
Aggressive base running, and Morgan showed some aggressiveness on the bases too. Like I say, she's a very good baseball player, very smart and very heady. She knows when how to take that extra base.
Ball grounded to the shortstop. Clay Alexander knocks it down, then comes up with it and gets it over to Froge in time. A nice throw that time by Alexander as he got his body in front of it enough to knock it down and then made the play. But a big inning for the Yankees as they push 5 runs across to take a 5-0 lead as we go to the top of the 3rd inning. It's the Glasgow Little League Live On Championship game here from Weldon Park. Back after this on WCLU Sports.
Calvert and Nunn Insurance not only offer a variety of policies, but are exceptional in their customer service and up-to-date quotes. The staff at Calvert and Nunn excel in the product knowledge to fit the insurance needs of each customer. Calvert and Nunn Insurance is next to the Plaza Theater in downtown Glasgow.
There's Larry Davis with you as we go to the top of the 3rd inning here in the championship game of the postseason tournament, the Glasgow Little League Live Arm Division. The Yankees leading the Reds here by a score of 5-0. They got all 5 of those runs in the bottom of the 2nd inning. And now the Reds will come to bat here in the top of the 3rd. And who's going to lead things off for the Reds, Larry?
We're going to have Chelsea Mathers, the left fielder, will be our leadoff batter. She'll be followed by Tavion Parrish, the 3rd baseman, and back to the top of the order, and Devin Soles, the right fielder. And this is the part of the lineup that Coach Evans has said all year long is the vital part of his lineup. Is these kids get on and give the top of the order a chance with some runners on, then this team seems to do well. So it's going to be interesting to see if we can get something started here.
Chelsea steps in there and looks at the first pitch from Cash go by down to the dirt for ball 1.
Chelsea got her a fly ball in the outfield last night, according to Dave. She was really happy. She tried to come close a couple times, and she finally snagged one last night.
Fastball from Parker Cash, called strike one on the outside corner. Parker has gone the distance so far for the Yankees on the hill. This fastball called ball 2. 2-1 the count.
Of course, she gets 6 innings per week during the tournament, and I think Parker has all 6 of his, and it wouldn't surprise me to see him, as long as he stays sharp and around the plate, it wouldn't surprise me to see him stay with him for 6 innings.
That fastball up and away for ball 3. So Mather has worked it to a 3-1 count here. Fastball. And it's down low for ball 4. Chelsea Mathers earns the walk. I believe that's the first one issued by Cash this afternoon, Larry, is it?
First walk issued by Parker, and only the second base runner. The other one was on the leadoff batter of the game, got on, and that's the first runner we've had since then. That pitch almost hits Tavion Parrish as he's able to jump up out of the way of it. Tavion showed his quickness there.
Fastball up and away for ball 2. 2 balls and no strikes to count here to Parrish. Parrish, the number 9 hitter in the order for the Reds. Swing and a miss by Tavion that time as he couldn't catch up with the fastball. 2 balls and 1 strike now.
Tavion looking to put it in play with his speed. If he hits the ball, anytime he hits it, especially on the ground, he's got a chance.
That pitch called strike 2 on the outside part of the plate. Evens the count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Pitch too far outside. Runs it to a full count at 3-2 now. Chelsea Mather, the runner at first base, there after earning the walk. Here's the payoff pitch to Parrish. Strike 3, called right down the middle. That'll be the first out here in the top of the 3rd inning. And we'll go back to the top of the order for the Reds with right fielder Devin Sorrell stepping in there.
That's the 3rd strikeout of the game for Parker. First time Devin hit a ground ball to 3rd that Chris Rutledge couldn't handle, and he reached on that play. So look for Dev to put the ball in play. Pretty solid hitter, contact.
This pitch way outside gets away from the catcher Ryan Shaw, and that's going to allow Mather to take second base. So Reds now with a runner in scoring position, and a 1-0 count now to the batter, Devin Sorrell. Coach David Evans says that Devin has good speed, says he might pitch a little bit as well, and he's a good stick at the plate, he says. Ball fouled off to the right side. 1 ball, 1 strike now.
I'm sure the Reds would like to get a couple, 3 runs here. They feel like they're back in the game and give themselves a little confidence.
Fastball called strike 2 on the inside half of the plate. 1-2 now to Sorrell. Pitch stays outside, maybe a little bit high as well. Evens count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Yankees leading this ball game 5-0 in the top of the 3rd inning. Swing and a miss by Sorrell for strike 3. He is retired on strikes, so 2 down now. And we'll see the shortstop Trey Alexander.
And that's Parker's 4th strikeout of the game. Trey, the first time, was a strikeout victim in the 1st inning.
Pitch down to the dirt. Ball 1. Nice job by the catcher Shaw to keep that ball in front of him that time and keep the runner put at second base.
He is a very good defensive catcher, does a good job at blocking the ball, got a good strong arm, will block the plate on plays at home.
The fastball stays up for ball 2. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Ball hit well to the right side, but it's going to go foul. 2 balls, 1 strike. Coach David Evans says Trey is a great leader on the team. Says he hits the ball well to right field, so look out for that. Fastball stays outside for ball 3, so 3-1 now to Trey Alexander.
And Parker works a lot on the outside corner, as we've seen, so if Trey will just be patient, he's going to get a ball out there that he can drive to right field eventually.
That ball fouled off to the right side. Makes it a full count at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Down, we're in the top of the 3rd inning. Yankees lead the Reds 5-0 in the Live Arm Championship game for Glasgow Little League. Parker Cash into his motion, comes to the pitch, it's down to the dirt for ball 4, gets away from the catcher Shaw, and Mather going to take 3rd base, and watch out, Alexander on his way to 2nd, and he'll have it.
That's a little cat and mouse game you do there. You take off and go on to 2nd, and if they want to throw through to 2nd, then your runner from 3rd will break for home. It's a gamble, but you're in the championship game, and you're looking to get back. You know, you're down 5-0, you look to get back in it. So look for Coach Evans to pull out all the stops here. Here's Casey. He lined out to short last time.
That's a base hit into left field for Casey Evans. 1 run scores, and they'll hold up Trey Alexander at 3rd base. But Chelsea Mather does score from 3rd to get the Reds on the board. Cuts the Yankees lead to 5-1. And Casey hit that ball well into left field. He's at 2nd base.
Well, he hit it hard this first time. He just happened to hit it right at Griffith as shortstop, and he made a good play on the line drive. Here is Andrew, who hit back to the pitcher his first time, Andrew Fogue.
2 runners still in scoring position for the Reds. Fogue swings and misses that offering from Cash for strike 1.
The Yankees done a good job on that base hit to hold that runner at 3rd base, too. They got the ball back in.
Ball hit right back up the middle. It'll be fielded by the pitcher, Cash. He gets it over to Morgan Smith at 1st base for out number 3. So the Reds leave 2 runners stranded, but they do get 1 run across, and they cut the Yankee lead to 5-1 after 2.5 complete innings. We'll be back to Weldon Park for more action here in the Glasgow Little League Live On Championship game after this on WCLU Sports.
Calvert and Nunn Insurance not only offer a variety of policies, but are exceptional in their customer service and up-to-date quotes. The staff at Calvert and Nunn excel in the product knowledge to fit the insurance needs of each customer. Calvert and Nunn Insurance is next to the Plaza Theater in downtown Glasgow.
Chelsea Mather for the Reds. England, the only substitute the Reds have. They just have 10 players on the team. The Yankees have 2 substitutes. They have 11 players. We go to the top of the bottom of the 3rd inning, I should say, and the Yankees leading the Reds by a score of 5-1. The Yankees coming to bat, and who will lead things off here, Larry?
This is one of their substitutes. This is Stephen Deitch is batting. We didn't get a report on this, but he is batting for in the spot that was previously occupied by Andrew Boston, so he'll be playing left field.
And Dyke is hit in the back. Now that fastball from Evans, so he'll get the free pass down to 1st base. He was hitting for who that time, Larry?
He was batting for Andrew Boston.
Okay.
Chris Rutledge was the final out of the last inning. Andrew was set to lead this inning off, and Stephen Dyke hit and was hit, so he gets to take the base on a hit by pitch.
So that'll bring the 2nd baseman Dakota Fields to the plate now. Fastball, call ball 1, gets away from the catcher, Luke Deckard, and that allows Dyke to take 2nd base. The throw not in time. So another runner in scoring position for the Yankees, already leading 5-1 with nobody out here in the bottom of the 3rd. That pitch way inside. gets away. Dykes thought about taking third base, but he gets back quickly to second. 2 balls and no strikes now to Dakota Fields. And pitch from Evans outside for ball 3.
Yeah, Casey doesn't seem to have the same rhythm that he had the first inning in, a couple innings of the ball game.
Field swings and misses at that offering for strike 1. 3-1 the count. And that pitch from Evans, called ball 4. So Fields gets the pass down to first base on the walk.
I think we have another substitute here too.
Yep, going to be Ashley Webster, it looks like, for Jeremiah England. And this pitch from Evans up high for ball 1. That pitch also out of the strike zone. 2 balls and no strikes.
They want to run themselves out of a big inning here now. They got a couple of runners on with nobody out. The top of the order, just a couple of batters away. So
swing and a miss that time for Webster. 2 balls and 1 strike. Runners at first and second base for the Yankees. Nobody out in the bottom of the third. Another swing and a miss for Ashley Webster. 2 balls and 2 strikes now the count.
On the other hand, Casey knows he needs to get some outs here. He doesn't want Parker and those guys coming back up with runners on base.
And strike 3 called on the outside corner, so 1 away now in the bottom of the third. And we'll see the catcher Ryan Shaw step in there.
That's the third strikeout of the game for Casey. Ryan Shaw had a hit his last time at bat and an RBI double.
Evans comes to the fastball, stays up and in for ball 1. Grounds this ball to the left side. That'll be foul, though. 1 ball, 1 strike to count. Brian, one of 4 players for the Yankees, batting between 300 and 400 on the year. A pitch from Evans outside for ball 2. Soft line drive. That'll get by the second baseman, David Brown. They get it to second base in time. A nice play by the right fielder, Devin Cole, to get it in onto the infield in time to get the runner at second. That's Dakota Fields, I believe, that they got at second base there.
They get the force on Dakota, the old 7-6 put out. That'll bring up Daniel Capps.
Runners at the corners now for the Yankees.
I'm sorry, that would be 9-6, wouldn't it? 9-6 strike field through it in.
Pitch from Evans is outside. The runner, Shaw, takes off from first base. He'll get second without a throw. 2 runners in scoring position now. The pitch to Capps is up and in for ball 2.
And this is a big batter right here. This is a big part, a batter for Casey as far as he wants to get this batter. He doesn't want Parker to come up with bases loaded or 2 or 3, a couple of men on base and maybe get a big hit to put the Yankees even farther out in front.
Popped up on the infield, but it's going to go out of play. Foul straight back. Thought it might stay in play for Deckard to have a chance at it there behind the plate, but it goes out of play off the scorer's booth here.
Oh, Luke come out of the chute quick. He was ready. He had that mask off and was looking for it. It just didn't stay in for him.
That pitch, called strike 2 on the outside corner. Even to count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2 2 away in the bottom of the third. Yankees lead the Reds 5-1. 2 men in scoring position. Ball hit in the air to center field, and coming in on it and making the catch is Jesse Poindexter for out number 3. So the Yankees strand 2 runners. And the lead remains 5-1 as we have completed 3 innings of play here at Weldon Park in the Glasgow Little League Live Arm Championship game. Back to more action after this on WCLU Sports.
Calvert and Nunn Insurance not only offer a variety of policies, but are exceptional in their customer service and up-to-date quotes. The staff at Calvert and Nunn excel in the product knowledge to fit the insurance needs of each customer. Calvert and Nunn Insurance is next to the Plaza Theater in downtown Glasgow.
Dr. Mark Kuzma wishes to congratulate you.
Welcome back here to Weldon Park. Joe Myers, Larry Davis with you. We move to the top of the 4th inning. We're halfway through this Live Arm Championship game here in the postseason tournament. 11 and 12-year-old division in the Glasgow Little League. That is right, isn't it, Larry?
11 and 12. Exactly right. 11 and 12.
Yankees lead the Reds 5-1 as we go to the top of the 4th, and leading things off for the Reds looks like it's going to be Luke Deckard.
It's going to be Luke Deckard, and then you'll have Jesse Poindexter, who made the nice catch in center field, and second baseman David Brown.
Parker Cash still on the mound for the Yankees. He's gone the distance. And the first pitch to Deckard in there for a call strike 1. Cash has looked strong on the mound through the first 3 innings.
You know, Parker could still be playing ball down in pitching machine. Is that right? Yeah, I think he'll be a 5th grader when school starts back, so he's a little younger than he's younger than anybody down here. Basically, he moved up a year early, but he was more than ready, and he's just an all-around good athlete.
Deckard fouls the pitch off. And that pitch called outside for ball 1, so now it's a 1-2 count to Luke. Pops this one up, going to get out of play. Count remains 1-2.
The Reds dodged the big bull, and they did in the bottom of that last inning. The Yankees really had a chance to do some damage and put some runs on the board, and the Reds come up with some really good defense and some good pitching by Casey, and it's still a 5-1 game, and obviously 4 runs is not a big margin in any league or at any age.
Last pitch called a ball, so here's the 2-2. Deckard hits a little soft grounder out in front of the plate. The catcher, Ryan Shaw, comes out of there quickly, gets it down to first base, but the throw was there in time, but they stayed at first base, and Morgan Smith bobbled it a little bit, so the runner is called safe, so Luke Deckard reaches, and now the center fielder, Jesse Poindexter, comes up.
So that was a little low, and they say that Morgan juggled the ball a little bit. I'm not sure she quite agrees, but...
The batter is Jesse Poindexter. The left-hander swings and misses at the first pitch from Cash.
Jesse was a strikeout victim his first time up.
Time is called as the on-deck hitter David Brown did not have a helmet on over there. So they'll send it back to get a helmet. Poindexter now tries to bunt this ball. It is fouled off. No balls, 2 strikes now.
The Reds need to, I know Coach Evans would like to see them push a run or 2 across here and kind of creep back in this game.
The ground ball to the second baseman, Dakota Fields, but it gets by him. Going to center field, and everybody going to be safe. That brings second baseman David Brown to the plate.
And David grounded out to shortstop. His first time up, he hit the ball hard. Griffith made a good play and made a good throw to Morgan Smith and got David on a close play over there.
There is nobody out in this inning, is there?
Nobody out in this inning. David Brown, the batter, and Johnny England on deck.
Swing and a miss by Brown for strike 1. Runner at second base is Luke Deckard. Jesse Poindexter at first. Yankees lead the Reds 5-1 here. Reds trying to get something going in the top of the 4th. There's a ground ball that'll get between short and third base into left field for a base hit. Left fielder out there, Stephen Dyke, gets it back in onto the infield and keeps the runner at third base. But now bases will be loaded for the Reds, and we'll see Johnny England, the left fielder, come up.
And this will be Johnny's first at bat. He came in the bottom of the last inning as a replacement for Chelsea Mathers, and Johnny's capable of hitting the ball real hard and capable of hitting it a long way. He had some big games with the bat for the team this year.
There's pitch from Cash in there for a call, strike one.
Ideal situation, ideal time for the Reds to get back in here. If Johnny can get a hit or Tavion and get the top of the order back up with runners on base.
That pitch down and in for ball one. 1-1 now. That fastball stays up and away. 2 balls, 1 strike to count.
Slow during the regular season a lot. Coach Smith would let his pitchers usually win about 3 innings, and he usually tried to use a couple of pitchers each game. So I'm not real sure if Parker's going to be able to go 6 innings. He looks like he may be just a little bit tired. He doesn't seem to have the pop that he had at the beginning of the game, and certainly his location.
Here's the 3-1, and down low for all 4, and so that will walk a run in as Luke Deckard scores from third base. England will get the RBI on the walk. And Tavion Parrish is going to be the batter, but first we'll have a conference at the mound as Yankee head coach Mike Smith makes his way out there, gathers all the infielders around him.
Well, I'm sure he's talking to Parker about how he feels and whether or not he's tired, because, like I say, his body language and the way he's throwing the ball, it just doesn't look like he's quite as strong as he was at the beginning of the game. And like I say, I don't know, not sure, but most of the games I saw the Yankees play, they pretty much split the pitching up, and you didn't see guys going 5 and 6 innings from him.
And they'll leave him in right now, it looks like.
Tavion Parrish is going to be the batter. He was a strikeout victim the first time.
The Reds have already got 1 run across, and they've got the bases loaded still. Nobody out here at the top of the 4th. They're looking for a big inning here. First pitch from Cash down low for ball 1.
This is their chance for the big inning because they're going to get top of the lineup.
Swing and a miss by Parrish for strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike to count now.
There you go.
Of course, Tavion plays football and basketball. This is the first time he had played baseball in quite a while. I think he played when he lived in Bowling Green and maybe coach pitch or T-ball, and then he hadn't played again until this year. So he's just now, toward the end of the year, kind of getting into the groove and the swing of things. Big difference in hitting the ball off tee and having to face that live arm pitching.
The last 2 pitches from Cash have been out of the strike zone, so it's a 3-1 count to Parrish. Another ball's going to walk another run in, but there's a strike right over the heart of the plate. 3-2 now.
Notice Parker's taking a little bit more. He's taking a little more time between pitches too.
And that fastball outside for ball 4, so Cash walks in the second run of this inning. As it is Jesse Poindexter that scores from third base. The bases will remain loaded, and again we'll have another conference at the mound, and it looks like we're going to have a pitching change.
Yeah, they have to make the change now. Second isn't out. You have to make the pitching change, and I'm going to... Is this Dakota Fields?
I think so, Larry.
That has been the pattern. Coach Smith has basically went with Parker and Dakota, and I would assume that Dakota would be who would come in.
We'll make that change. We'll take a quick timeout while we do so. In Park, we are in the top of the 4th inning, and the Reds have a little something going here. When we started this inning, the Yankees led the Reds 5-1, but it's now a 5-3 ball game. The Yankees making a pitching change. The new pitcher, as we told you before, went to break, is Dakota Fields. He moves in there from second base. It looks like he and Parker Cash just going to change positions, switch positions, I should say, and Cash will be the new second baseman.
And the Reds had got what they wanted. They got the bases loaded, nobody out, and they're right at the top of the order with Devin Soils. Devin's reached on an error and has struck out.
And Soils steps in there. Fields steps and delivers. Ball hit the center field on top for a base hit. At least 2 runs are going to score here. Harris around third. He's on his way into home. And the Reds will take a 6-5 lead here in the top of the 4th inning. A big hit that time by Devin Soils as he clears the bases. And he winds up with 3 RBIs on that double.
Devin can surprise you with his power. He's capable of hitting that ball a long way, and he has some speed. And now we've got Trey Alexander, who has walked and struck out. That was, of course, against Parker Cash.
Going to appeal over at third base to see if one of the runners missed the bag, and the umpire says they did not. Still nobody out here. In the top of the 4th, the Reds have already gotten 5 runs in this 4th inning. Looking for more, as Trey Alexander is the batter. Fastball from Fields up high for ball 1.
Well, I'm sure that, like I say, if something happens, and regardless, if the Reds come back to win this game, I think you look back at the inning where the Yankees had all the base runners and the hits and the guy getting thrown out on a base hit. You know, those kind of innings, those are the innings that you look back on in 1- and 2-run ball games and say that was the difference in the game. Of course, we still got a long way to go here.
Here's the 1-1 pitch to Trey Alexander, and it's inside for ball 2. Two balls and 1 strike. Devin Soils, the runner at second base. The pitch from Fields down to the dirt for ball 3. 3-1 now to Alexander.
Trey's got a good eye. He knows his strike zone. Yeah, I don't think he's not going to help him out here. If he throws him a strike, he'll be after it.
Fastball up high for ball 4. Walks are really hurting the Yankees here in this top of the 4th inning. I think that's what the 4th walk already. Third walk, and a couple of hits mixed in there, and then you got an E along the way there, and that makes for a big inning for anybody. Casey Evans will be the batter. Casey had an RBI single his last time and lined off hard to shortstop his first time. He's 1 for 2. Still nobody out. Reds leading at 6-5. Excuse me, Larry. This is a big inning for the Reds for sure. And Casey popped on the back with that pitch. So he'll go down to first base after being hit by the pitch, and that loads the bases again for the Reds. That'll bring the cleanup hitter, first baseman Andrew Foge, up. Well, Andrew's tapped back to the pitcher twice, so he's due. Like I say, he had a hot bat coming in to this game, and I'm sure Coach David is sitting there thinking that this is his time right here, and I'm sure he's told him, hey, this is your spot. Chance to do some major damage. Oh, getting to the center field. That'll drop for a base hit. Daniel Capps gets it back in, but not before 1 run scores in the form of Devin Soils. Reds extend their lead to 7-5. Bases remain loaded and still nobody out. And that'll bring up Luke Deckard. He got this deal started with a single. So Luke is already 1 for 1 in this inning. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. Well, the Reds already with 6 runs in this inning, having a huge top of the 4th. As we said, still nobody out. That's the key, nobody out. Dakota Fields sets and delivers. Ball grounded right back up to the pitcher. Fields has it, gets it home to the catcher Ryan Shaw for out number 1. As they get Trey Alexander on the force out there. The Yankees do get that elusive first out. And now we'll see the center fielder Jesse Poindexter come up.
Luke gets on the fielder's choice. Jesse Poindexter comes up. He is struck out and reached on in there.
The Yankees have pulled the left side of the infield in at shortstop and third base. Swing and a miss by Poindexter for strike 1.
Jesse made a nice catch in the bottom half of the last inning and kept the game the score where it was at.
Poindexter couldn't catch up with that fastball. He's down to the count, no balls and 2 strikes. Field sets, delivers, fastball up and away. 1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
Come on, Jesse.
One away, top of the 4th inning. Reds lead the Yankees 7-5. Bases are loaded for the Reds. Swing and a miss to Jesse Poindexter, and he's retired on strike.
David Brown's going to be the batter. He had a hit in this inning also. He's 1 for 2. He got a hit and grounded out to shortstop.
2 down as Brown comes to the plate. Dakota Fields working from the stretch. Fastball inside, and Brown has to duck down out of the way of it to keep from getting hit.
Well, we did 1 hit down to this inning. Yeah, Casey got hit.
Fastball outside. 2 balls, no strikes. Here's the 2-0, and that pitch in there for a call strike 1.
Real nice pitch there by the coach.
Now, Dakota came in a pretty tough situation. The bases loaded, nobody out. Already a couple of runs in. He's doing his best to try to get out of this thing without any more damage being done.
And he's pitched well for this team this year. I mean, they're not a first-place team. You know, it's not a coincidence that they're the first-place team. They've had good pitching, a lot of hitting. The defense has been solid all year long. And the Reds are just having a big inning right here.
Brown topped that last pitch off, so here's the 2-2. Swing and a miss for David Brown, and finally the Yankees get that 3rd out on the Reds, but a huge inning for the Reds as they get 6 runs in the top of the 4th inning. The Reds now lead the Yankees 7-5 here in the postseason tournament championship game of the Glasgow Little League Live On division. We'll come back with more after this on WCLU Sports.
Calvert and Nunn Insurance not only offer a variety of policies, but are exceptional in their customer service and up-to-date quotes. The staff at Calvert and Nunn excel in the product knowledge to fit the insurance needs of each customer. Calvert and Nunn Insurance is next to the Plaza Theater in downtown Glasgow.
551-8766 or visit his office at 107 East Main Street.
Davis along with you. We moved to the bottom of the 4th inning after a long top of the 4th in which the Reds scored 6 runs to take a 7-5 lead over the Yankees. And I believe it'll be the top of the lineup for the Yankees.
I started to say if there's a bright spot, you know, if the Yankees want something to hang their hat on, they got the top of the order up here with Parker and Morgan Smith and Griffith and Griffin, I should say. And so I know they're looking to get something going themselves here. And Casey's had some good innings. He's had some innings where he struggled just a little bit, but right now he's got a 2-run lead. Now, you know, you can't be unhappy with that.
Casey Evans has gone the distance on the hill, and here's his first pitch in the bottom of the 4th inning. It's up and away for ball 1.
Parker has singled and grounded out to first base.
It popped up on the infield, and catcher Luke Deckard comes out of there, and they say he touches it in fair territory, so it will be a fair ball. Deckard, though, couldn't make the catch, and Cash is on at first base. Tough play for Luke to come out of there from the squat behind the plate to try to make that catch, but he gave it his best shot, just couldn't make it.
Well, Luke has caught some. He hadn't done a whole lot of catching this year, but he's been back there some, and he made a good effort on that play, and I think it was a good call. He was out in fair territory, it looked like.
Batter is going to be Morgan Smith, and now she goes back over towards the dugout as head coach Mike Smith comes over to talk with the umpires, and now they're going to gather all three umpires around. Don't have any idea what this could be about, Larry. What do you think? And now David Evans is going to come out, and he's going to see what it's all about, too, from the other dugout.
I don't know what they could be.
Well, they send David Evans back to the first base dugout.
Everybody's happy with that. I started to say, I don't really know how Coach Smith could be unhappy. He's got his leadoff man on base, and his slugger's coming up.
As Morgan Smith, the pitch gets away from the catcher, Luke Deckard, and that allows Parker Cash to swipe second base. So now a runner in scoring position for the Yankees.
And Morgan's 1-2. She had a big 2 RBI single her last time at that, and she grounded back to the pitcher.
Fouls this one off out of play to the right side. Evens the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. This pitch down to the dirt from Evans, and again it gets away, and now Cash takes third base. 2 balls and 1 strike. Morgan Smith, one of 3 players that bat over 500 for the Yankees. She's somewhere between 500 and 600 on the year. That pitch is up high. 3 balls and 1 strike now. Griffin Smith would be next.
Morgan may have done him a favor there. That ball may have been a little high. She might have swung the ball forward.
Fouls it off back to the fifth. Runs it to a full count at 3-2. Fastball hit here to center field, and that'll drop in for a base hit. Parker Cash scores from third base. Morgan Smith with the RBI single is on at first.
Big game for Morgan with the bat. 3 RBIs already in this game. And Griffin Smith now, he's going to bat. And Griff, the last time, he had a single. Yeah, he got a single last time. He got a single and a strikeout. He's 1 for 2.
Pitch from Evans, called strike 1 on the outside part of the plate. Ball hit hard, right back up the middle. That'll go into center field for a base hit. Morgan Smith round second. She's on her way to third. She'll reach there safely. Griffin Smith holds up at first. The runners at the corners for the Yankees now. Still nobody out in the bottom of the 4th inning, and the batter going to be Chris Rutledge, third baseman.
Chris has grounded out the shortstop in both his at-bats. Again, you saw really aggressive base running by Morgan Smith, and that's... Don't have time right now. David's going out to talk to Casey. He may have decided Casey's had enough.
Well, it looks like we are going to have a pitching change here. So we'll take a timeout and come back and set the new pitcher for you. As we are in the bottom of the 4th inning, the Reds leading the Yankees 7-6, but the Yankees threatening with runners at the corners. Back after this on WCLU Sports.
Calvert and Nunn Insurance not only offer a variety of policies, but are exceptional in their customer service and up-to-date quotes. The staff at Calvert and Nunn excel in the product knowledge to fit the insurance needs of each customer. Calvert and Nunn Insurance is next to the Plaza Theater in downtown Glasgow.
Doc Sharp celebrates all the players on the field tonight. Friends, where do you go to get the best buy on a pre-owned vehicle?
And Larry Davis along with you. We've had a pitching change here in the bottom of the 4th inning for the Reds. And the new pitcher is going to be Devin Sorrells. He'll replace Casey Evans. Casey will move to shortstop. Trey Alexander will move from shortstop to catcher, and Luke Deckard will move from catcher to right field.
And Devin's pitched in several games this year, does a real good job. He pitches, like I said, he pitches, plays some infield, plays a little outfield, and one of those kids that wherever you send him to, he does a good job for you.
Finishing up his warm-up tosses right now. While we have a moment, I want to remind you to join us on Saturday evening. Same start time, 5:30. We'll be over at Gorn Park, though, that night, as Larry and I will be with you to bring you the broadcast of the championship games for both the coach pitch division and the pitching machine division here for Glasgow Little League. We'll get that started, as I said, around 5:25. First pitch of the coach pitch game will be about 5:30, and then the pitching machine championship game will follow that immediately at the conclusion of the coach pitch game. We look forward to that as well. Again, that's this Saturday night at 5:30.
Yeah, they're playing tonight and tomorrow night. Those two tournaments had some really good games in both those tournaments. Some really good teams still left in it. A lot of baseball to be played.
Batter is Chris Rutledge with runners at the corners for the Yankees and nobody out in the bottom of the fourth. The Reds leading 7-6. Alexander throws down to first base, and now they'll just let the runner go on. And now the runner breaks home from third base, and Morgan Smith scores. Now the runner moves from second to third base. That's Griffin Smith. And we are once again tied at 7.
Well, Andrew showed a little indecision there. He didn't do one or the other quick enough. He thought about going to second, and decided to come on home. That's a play where you decide, you make the decision and you go with it then, or you don't have much of a chance.
Well, it's in the grounder back to the pitcher. That's Devin Sorrell. He'll get it over to first base to Andrew Foach for out number 1, and the runner Griffin Smith has to stay at third base. Now we'll see the left fielder the left fielder. Yeah, it is going to be Andrew Boston, as he is back into the ball game and plays Stephen Dyke.
Andrew was 0 for 1 when he was in there.
Fastball from Sorrells in there for a call, strike 1. Ball hits the air. That's going to drop in there in left center field. 2 hops the fence out there as Griffin Smith scores from third base. And Boston pulls up with a stand-up RBI double. The Yankees retake the lead at 8-7. Still just 1 out in the bottom of the fourth.
Dakota is 1 for 1. He's got a single. He's also walked.
Bill hits it back to the pitcher. Sorrells gets it over to first base. Andrew throws there in time. So 2 down. The runner and Andrew Boston does move from second to third base. But as I said, now 2 away, and we'll see Jeremiah back in the ball game. Jeremiah England, the right fielder, comes up.
And Jeremiah walked in his only plate appearance. And he scored.
Base pitch from Sorrells, down low for ball 1. Here's the 1-0. Out off to the right side. Watch out.
Ooh, Mr. Poindexter almost took one over there. Devin's kind of in the same spot that Dakota Fields. He came in last inning with a bunch of runners on base and some runs already in, and I even though a couple of more scored, I thought he'd done an admirable job, as they say, to stop the bleeding, and Devin, to this point, has done a pretty good job himself.
Fastball outside for ball 2. 2-1 the count to Jeremiah England. 3 runs already in here in the bottom of the fourth for the Yankees. They've got another runner at third base, but 2 down. That pitch outside as well. 3 balls, 1 strike to count.
Like Dakota, he came in with nobody out, too, so...
That's Pitch stays high, gets away from the catcher, Trey Alexander, and he cannot find it. England will take first base on the walk. The runners at the corners now for the Yankees, and we'll see the catcher Ryan Shaw step in there.
Ryan's got an RBI double and reached on the fielder's choice.
Swing and a miss for Shaw. Strike one. Runner takes off for second base. They'll give it to Jeremiah England. Now two runners in scoring position. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Up and in for ball one. Daniel Capps is on deck. Fastball stays up high for ball two.
Yeah, he's just a little high with these pitches, I think. Maybe, I don't know if he's not loose or...
There's a ground ball to the shortstop, Casey Evans. He fields it, gets it over to Andrew Soge at first base. 4 out number 3, but the Yankees get 3 runs there in the bottom of the 4th inning, and they retake the lead at 8-7 as we have completed 4 innings of play here in the championship game of the Glasgow Little League Live On Division. Back here to Weldon Park after this on WCLU.
Calvert and Nunn Insurance not only offer a variety of policies, but are exceptional in their customer service and up-to-date quotes. The staff at Calvert and Nunn excel in the product knowledge to fit the insurance needs of each customer. Calvert and Nunn Insurance is next to the Plaza Theater in downtown Glasgow.
And as Larry just told you, first batter for the Reds here in the top of the 5th inning going to be Johnny England, the left fielder.
He drew a walk. He got an RBI, got a bases loaded walk his last at bat.
Dakota Fields on the mound for the Yankees. Gets his first pitch across for strike one. That pitch a bit inside as England had to back up out of the way of it. 1 ball, 1 strike now. That fastball up and in. 2-1. There you go. Come on, Johnny. Fields working from the stretch. Fastball up and away for ball 3.
3-1. No, Johnny. Stay in there, buddy.
Here's the 3-1 delivery. Fastball in there for a called strike 2. You two ever got that many plays. Here it is if you can hit it. You'd rather somebody hit it than to get on with the walk, no doubt about that.
Absolutely, let them hit their way on.
Here's the payoff pitch, and the fastball up and in for ball 4. And England will get the walk to first.
The walks played a big role in that last thing. There were 3 or 4 walks. You mix those in, a couple, 3 hits, and, you know, like I said, that's the making of a big inning. Here's Tavion. He is 0 for 1 with a strikeout, but he drew an RBI walk in the last inning.
Tavion Parrish watching the first pitch go by for a called strike 1. Dakota Fields delivers just a bit inside. 1 ball, 1 strike now to count. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Called strike 2 on the outside corner.
Outstanding pitch right on the outside corner. It's weather.
1-2 the count. Fastball a bit low. Evens the count, 2 balls and 2 strikes.
And of course, we talking about Parker and Casey throwing some curveballs. Dakota, he's just going to throw. He's got a fastball and That's what he sticks with. Now, you won't see a lot of off-speed stuff from him. He's just going to throw it.
Parrish backs up out of the way of that pitch. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Fields delivers. Fastball down to the dirt for ball 4, and second consecutive walk here issued by Fields. Back to the top of the order for the Reds. The pitcher, Devin Soils, will be the batter.
Devin is 1 for 3. He's reached on in there. He struck out and had a 3-run double his last at bat.
Nobody out in the top of the 5th inning. Fastball fouled off.
Just a little late on that. Had a good swing.
Nice night down here at Weldon Park, especially now that the sun's gone down. It's cooled off a little bit.
Real nice.
Sun actually not down, but it's back behind the trees here at the park. Fastball out of the strike zone, 1-1 the count.
We got a pretty good little crowd, too, up on the hillside and down the bleachers.
That pitch way inside. 2-1 the count now to Soils. Field sets and delivers. Fastball, called ball 3 down low. 3-1 the count to the hitter, Devin Soils. Swing and a miss by Devin, strike 2.
Good pitch by Dakota. You're gonna hit it, you're gonna hit it. And Devin was just couldn't catch up to it, threw it right by him.
Here's the 3-2. Fastball up and away for ball 4. So 3 batters and 3 walks for the Reds here in the top of the 5th, and Yankee head coach Mike Smith making his way out to the mound. We'll see if we have a change here.
You could see pitching change. You may see Griffith come in. No, he's already made his mind up. We've got looks like Daniel Capps, maybe. Yep, Daniel Capps is going to pitch.
All right, well, we'll make that change and come back. There's more action here.
Parker Cash went out to center field, and Dakota Fields went back to second base.
We're set to go.
Let's see, Trey's 1 for 2.
Hitting some Caps up high.
Take that back, he's 0 for 1 with 2 walks.
Swing and a miss by Trey Alexander for strike 1.
Big spot in the ball game here. The Reds with the big hitters coming up and trying to get the lead back.
Pitch up and in for ball 2.
I'd like to acknowledge the guys that have done the scoreboard and bookkeeping over here this year for the Little League. Ryan Mosier and Curtis Thomas, they do a good job up here keeping up with innings pitched and stuff like that. There's a little more to it than what you think until you have to come up here and keep up with all that stuff. So they've done a good job all year.
It takes a lot of good volunteers to get through a Little League season successfully, doesn't it, Larry?
Sure does.
Fastball fouled off out of play. 3 balls, 2 strikes to count for Trey Alexander.
Casey Evans on deck. No, Casey would like to have a chance to get up there and hit with some runners on base.
And strike 3 called right over the middle of the plate. Trey Alexander not too happy with himself as he hits the bat on the ground on his way back to the dugout. A little bit frustrated that he didn't pull the trigger on that pitch. Casey Evans will come up with the bases loaded and 1 away.
Yeah, I'm sure Trey's probably more upset than anyone else in the ballpark because that was a good pitch, a pitch that he could hit, and he just Couldn't pull the trigger on it, as you say.
The pitch from Caps up high for ball one.
Casey's got a single, lined out to short, and got hit. So he is 1 for 2.
Swing and a miss for Evans. 1 ball, 1 strike. It's a bit outside, gets away from the catcher, Ryan Shaw, but not far enough for the runners to advance.
Daniel Cap's done a good job of coming on in, covering home plate on that. A lot of times you see kids stand there and freeze for a second, and if you've got a real fast, aggressive runner on third base, that hesitation can cost you a run a lot of times.
Pitch stays up high. Evans watches it go by for ball 3. 3-1. A walk scores a run here for the Reds, and that would tie us up at 8. Evans hits it in the air to center field. Parker Cash will make the catch out there. And the runner not going to be able to tag up. They respect the arm of Cash out there in center field. And so 2 away. And the batter will be the first baseman, Andrew Coach.
That's a big out. That's why Parker's out there. The same reason that David's got a couple of kids in his outfield tonight that may not usually play in the outfield. They know, these two teams know that the other team's going to hit the ball, and they, you know, a run here and a run there, it could be the difference in the ball game. Here's Andrew.
Swings through the first pitch from Daniel Caps for strike 1.
Andrew's 1 for 3. He had an RBI his last at bat with a single.
Caps sets and delivers. Ball down to the left side. It's going to go foul. 0-2 now to Coach. And the Reds, I believe, Larry, had the bases loaded with nobody out, didn't they? And so far, they've not been able to push any runs across.
Again, Daniel Caps came in, bases loaded, nobody out, and he's proceeded to get the first 2 men he's faced out without giving up a run, and that's awful good pitching.
Here's the 0-2. Pitch is up high for ball 1.
Randy looking for a pitch here. He can get his bat around and drive into the gap somewhere.
That pitch up high as well. 2 balls, 2 strikes now. Yankees leading the Reds 8-7. We're in the top of the 5th inning. 2 away. 2-2 pitch. Swing and miss by Andrew Coach. He's down on strikes, and boy, a great job by Daniel Caps to come in with the bases loaded and nobody out, and he does not allow the Reds to score a single run there in the top of the 5th inning. We've completed 4.5, and the Yankees lead the Reds by a score of 8-7 here in the championship game of the Glasgow Little League Live Arm Division. Back to Weldon Park with more after this on WCLU Sports.
Calvert and Nunn Insurance not only offer a variety of policies, but are exceptional in their customer service and up-to-date quotes. The staff at Calvert and Nunn excel in the product knowledge to fit the insurance needs of each customer. Calvert and Nunn Insurance is next to the Plaza Theater in downtown Glasgow.
And Larry Davis with you. We go to the bottom of the 5th inning, and the Yankees leading the Reds by a score of 8-7. And the first batter for the Yankees looks like going to be Daniel Caps, I believe. And then we'll go back to the top of the order to Parker Cash and Morgan Smith.
Daniel Zoftu reached on in there, scored a run, and lined out. Looks like he lined out to Jesse Poindexter. That was in the 3rd inning. The Yankees had an inning in the 3rd inning where we thought that they were going to score some runs, and they ended up getting nothing out of it. And then last inning,
this ball roped into left field by Caps, in there for a base hit.
No doubt about that one. That was a solid hit. And both teams have had an inning where they had big opportunities and just couldn't cash in, and in 1-run ball games. Here's Parker. He's 1 for 3 officially with a single. 3 unassisted and reached on an error and scored a run.
Pitch inside, and it gets away from the catcher, Alexander, and that allows Caps to take second base. Want to know the count to Cash. Parker, as we told you earlier in the ball game, bats over 600 on the season. And he's got another base hit. Down the line in right field, he rounds first base. In the meantime, Daniel Caps rounds third. He will score. Cash on his way to third base, and they'll hold him up. Now they send him, and Parker Cash is going to be in there with an inside the park home run. Well, that's just the speed of Parker Cash rounding the bases. I was watching the base runners, but I don't think there were any mistakes by the fielders that time, Larry. I think it was just the speed of Cash able to round all the bases before they could get it back in.
When that ball hit out in right field, I held three fingers. I knew he was going to get at least three. I didn't know for sure if they would send him or not, but Parker, he's so fast, he just runs the bases. Like I said, this team is an aggressive team. They're aggressive on the bases. We've seen Morgan Smith a couple of times tonight go from first to third on just routine base hits that you usually hold the runner at second base. She's been able to take third, and that time Parker just came all the way around. He wasn't going to stop.
The injury time out here is David Brown out there at second base. Not sure what happened, but the coaches and umpires out there checking him out. Looks like it's something with his right arm. Don't know if it's his elbow or shoulder. He appears to be okay. He's going to stay in the ball game, it looks like. Morgan Smith going to be the batter for the Yankees. Still nobody out in the bottom of the fifth inning. Yankees leading 10-7.
Morgan swung a big bat today. She rounded up to first base the first time, and then she's had back-to-back singles, one producing 2 RBIs and the last one producing a single RBI. So she's 2 for 3 with 3 RBIs on the day.
Fastball from Sorrells in there for called strike one. It's a bit too far outside, even if the count 1 ball and 1 strike to Smith. That pitch stays up high. 2 balls and 1 strike. Here's the 2-1 from Sorrells. Fastball popped up on the infield, and Andrew Foge, looks like, will make the catch as he and David Brown collided there. Not hard, but a little bit, trying to make the catch, and Andrew does make it. And so 1 down in the bottom of the fifth, and now we'll see the shortstop, Griffin Smith.
Griff's 2 for 3 today. He's got a couple of singles and a run scored.
Swing and a miss by Griffin. Strike one.
Big cut by Griff on that one. Nice pitch, but there Griffin cut her loose. He just didn't make contact.
Here's the 0-1 delivery. Fastball. Fouled off by the play to the right side.
This Yankee team's a very aggressive team, as we said at the beginning of the broadcast with the bat. They go up there looking to hit the ball.
Yeah, they do, for sure. Fastball grounded to the shortstop. It's a bad hop on Casey Evans. It's going to get away from him. And that ball just didn't come up. I think it hit maybe on the lip of the infield there at where the grass meets the dirt, and didn't come up. Score that one a single for Griffin Smith. And the batter now third baseman Chris Rutledge.
Chris 0 for 3 today, and that's
Sorrells gets his first offering in there for a called strike one.
I know he's looking to get a hit here and move the runner around and not get him in.
The ground ball to the left side, fielded by Tavion Parrish. He gets it over to Foge at first base in time for out number 2. Now the runner, Griffin Smith, going to move on to third base, and he's safe there at third. First went from first to second on the throw over to first, and then also able to take third base.
Well, again, that's aggressive base running. These guys look to take any opportunity they get to take a base, they're going to take it.
Batter is Andrew Boston, and hits the ball well, but caught by the pitcher, 7 souls, and that'll be it for the Yankees in the bottom of the 5th inning. But the Reds down to their final 3 outs as we go to the top of the 6th inning, and the Yankees lead the Reds 10-7 here in the championship game of the Glasgow Little League Live On Division. Back here to Weldon Park with more after this on WCLU Sports.
Calvert and Nunn Insurance not only offer a variety of policies, but are exceptional in their customer service and up-to-date quotes. The staff at Calvert and Nunn excel in the product knowledge to fit the insurance needs of each customer. Calvert and Nunn Insurance is next to the Plaza Theater in downtown Glasgow.
Luke Deckard, Jesse Poindexter, and David Brown are the 3 scheduled batters for Coach Evans' Reds. And like I say, this is it. They have to get 3 runs here, or the ball game is over. They're going to look back at that last inning, get those 3 walks to begin the inning. And you got to tip your hat, though, to Daniel Capps. He came in, and again, in a tough situation, he done a great job.
There's a base hit into left center field by Luke Deckard. So the Reds not going to go away easily here at the top of the 6th as he reaches first, and we will see Jesse Poindexter, the center fielder, come up to the plate.
This group of kids for the Reds, they battled all year, even games that maybe they didn't come out on top. They battled and battled back, maybe to tie it and take the lead. Like I said, it just seemed like they were snake bit there for about 2 weeks, so that nothing good happened to them. But they're not going to quit. You can believe that.
Poindexter trying to lay down a bunt here, and it's going to go foul.
Jesse trying to bunt his way on. He's 0 for 3 today. He did reach on an error and score a run, but he hadn't had much luck at the plate trying to bunt his way home. Good speed.
Ground ball to the shortstop, Griffin Smith. He has it. He'll beat Luke Deckard to second base in the foot race there. And Smith tags the bag for out number 1. Poindexter reaches first on the fielder's choice. Now the second baseman, David Brown, up to the plate.
Initially, I think Griffin was looking for someone to throw to, and nobody. Dakota was a little late getting over, so he just went and took it himself. Now David Brown, who is 1 for 3 today with a single.
Swing and miss for Brown for strike 1. Daniel Capps trying to close things out on the mound for the Yankees here with 1 away in the top of the 6th. Fastball stays up, ball 1.
1 more, 1 strike.
Here's the 1-1 pitch. Outside, gets away from the catcher Shaw. That allows Poindexter to take second base. 2 balls, 1 strike to count.
Those are 2 big runs in the bottom of the 5th inning on the Parker Cash home run. That gives the Yankees a little more breathing room.
The pitch inside almost hit Brown. He had to back up out of the way of it. And it's a 3-1 count now. If Brown is able to get on, it would bring the tying run to the plate for the Reds.
I started to say that we talking about giving them breathing room, but if David gets on there, the tying run will be at the plate, and David is on with a walk.
Pitch up high.
Chelsea Mather's going to come back, re-enter the game here, Joe. She's going to come back and bat. I got it.
Chelsea will come back in to her original starting position. She'll replace Johnny England, who came in for her, I believe, back in the 3rd inning.
He came in the bottom of the 3rd, so he's back in her position in left field.
Runners at 1st and 2nd. First pitch from Daniel Capps on the outside corner for a call strike 1. Swing and a miss by Chelsea Mather. Strike 2. 0-2 to Mather. 1 away, top of the 6th inning. Yankees lead 10-7. Reds with runners at 1st and 2nd base. Fastball way high for ball 1. One ball and 2 strikes. strikes. And that fastball called strike 3 on the inside corner. So Mather down on strikes, and the Reds down to their final out, and it'll be Tavion Parrish, the third baseman, coming to the plate.
Tavion's got 2 walks and a strikeout today, so he's 0 for 1, but he's been on base twice, scored a run, has an RBI with one of his walks, a base-loaded walk. So he'd like to get on and give the top fielder a chance there, I'm sure.
Fastball from Taps stays a bit high at the ball 1, and Coach David Evans calls time, and he wants to have a word with Tavion. Tavion first, though, going to tie the shoelaces.
Come on, Daniel, you can do that.
Quick word of encouragement there from David. Tavion back in there with a 1 ball, no strike count. Fastball down and away, gets away from Shaw. And the runners advance to third and second base. Poindexter at third base now, and David Brown at second. Yankees really, though, don't care a lot about those 2 runs. They just want to keep Tavion Parrish from getting on, and he's the tying run.
He's the man that, he's the man they got to get out. They don't want that tying run on base.
Ball in there for call strike 1. 2 balls, 1 strike to count. It's a foul ball. Barely got a piece of it. And the catcher, Shaw, fielded in foul territory. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 away. The Reds down to their final strike here. Tap sets and delivers. Fastball up high, gets away, but the runners are going to stay put. And a wise decision, because as I said, no need to take that chance on getting thrown out there at home plate.
That run doesn't mean a thing right now. That's a smart move and the right move to make. Try to get that tying run on base and the winning run at the plate if you're the Reds. So that's good coaching on the part of Rich Alexander over there to hold Jesse up.
Here's the payoff pitch from Cap. And he hits Tavion in the helmet, in the back of the head. Tavion is fine, though. Knocked down to first base. That loads the bases, and now the go-ahead run will come to the plate for the Reds in the form of leadoff hitter Devin Soils. But first, we're going to see Yankee head coach Mike Smith gather his team around the mound out there for a little conference.
Well, Devin has had a big day, pretty good day at the plate. He reached on in there, he struck out, had a 3-run double, and walked his last time at bat. And he's been consistent with the bat all year for the team. And here you go again. You got bases loaded. You're at the top of the order, so no matter what happens, Coach Evans and Coach Alexander have to be happy with that the team has put forth. I mean, they fell behind 5-0, and against a team like the Yankees, it's been easy just to fold it up and went on with it. But this team fought back, took the lead. Now you got the Reds right back here in it with tying runs on base and go ahead run at the plate, and looks like they're going the bases. So I'm sure Devin would like to get a pitch to drive here, and if nothing else, at least keep the inning alive for Trey Alexander.
Swing and miss, 5 balls for strike 1. Cash delivers. Another swing and miss by Devin, strike 2. Parker, after resting his arm for a couple of innings, looks like he's come back pretty strong here.
Looks like he's back to form on those first 2 pitches. 1 big strike to get.
Here's the 0-2 delivery. Swing and miss by Soils, and that does it. And the Yankees Yankees will finish up the season at 15-2. They are the champions of the postseason tournament here in the Glasgow Little League Live Arm Division. Congratulations to the Yankees, and congratulations to the Reds as well, as they made a nice run in the tournament here just to get to the championship game, and they gave the Yankees all they wanted here in the championship game.
I'll tell you what, as good a ball game as you could ask for.
Calvert and Nunn Insurance not only offer a variety of policies, but are exceptional in their customer service and up-to-date quotes. The staff at Calvert and Nunn excel in the product knowledge to fit the insurance needs of each customer. Calvert and Nunn Insurance is next to the Plaza Theater in downtown Glasgow.
Welcome back here to Weldon Park, as the Yankees have picked up a 10-7 win in the championship game of the Glasgow Little League Live Arm Division. We're going to talk with the coaches and players now, and we've got Yankee head coach Mike Smith here with us. And Coach, excellent ball game here to end the season.
Sure was. Kept my heart beating the whole time, and I tell you what, it's been a long season, and these kids have really worked hard. We practice 2 or 3 times a week, play 2 games a week, and when they come out to play. And and I congratulate the Reds and Coach Evans' team. It was a good game for all of us.
And you guys had a terrific season, Mike. You guys finished the year here with this win, a record of 15-2. Just talk a little bit about the season you had.
Well, we started out, believe it or not, our first game and was against the Reds, and they beat us 9-5. And it's the first game I've seen, I believe, where they didn't even get a hit, but they beat us 9-5. We made so many errors. You know how that goes, walks and errors. And they beat us 9-5. We got 6 hits, just couldn't take it. From then on, we went like 11-0 after that. And then we got beat by the Braves 14-13 and made several errors in that game, which the errors will beat you in these games. And now we've played 3 games in the tournament, won those. Now we're 15-2, and I'm very proud of it. We won the lead and won the city tournament.
Congratulations, Mike. Let's talk with some of your players.
Thank you.
All right. Let's get the players to talk to us here a little bit. All right. Tell me your name and your age.
My name's Parker Cash, and I'm 10 years old.
What school do you go to, and what grade are you in?
Happy Valley Elementary, and I'm going to 5th grade.
What's your favorite thing about playing baseball, Parker?
Pitching.
Pitching? Well, you're a pretty good one. Congratulations. All right, young lady, what's your name, and how old are you?
My name is Morgan Smith, and I'm 12.
What school do you go to, Morgan?
Glasgow Middle School.
And what grade are you in out there?
6th. 7th now.
7th now, huh? Okay. Tell me what your favorite thing is about playing baseball.
Batting.
Batting. All right, well, congratulations. Tell me your name and your age.
Griffin Smith, and I'm 12 years old.
Griffin, what school do you go to, and what grade are you in?
GMS, and I'm 7th grade.
And what's your favorite thing about playing baseball, Griffin?
Batting.
Batting? All right, well, congratulations. Tell me your name and how old you are.
I'm Chris Rhodes. I'm only 12 years old.
And what school do you go to? What grade are you in, Chris?
I'm going to Glasgow. I'm in Glasgow Middle. I'm going to 8th grade.
And what's your favorite thing about playing baseball?
Batting.
All right, congratulations. Next up we have
Andrew Boston.
Andrew, how old are you?
I'm 12 and I'm 12.
You're 12, okay. Well, you started to jump the gun a little bit there, did you? What's your school, what school you go to, and what grade are you in?
I go to Glasgow Middle School, and then I'm in the 7th.
Okay, and tell me what your favorite thing is about playing baseball.
Winning.
Winning? All right, well, you did. You're on the right team. Congratulations.
Thanks.
Tell me your name and how old you are.
Dakota Fields, and I'm 12.
What school do you go to, Dakota, and what grade are you in?
Glasgow Middle, and I'm 7th.
And what's your favorite thing about playing baseball?
Batting.
Batting, all right, well, congratulations.
Thank you.
Tell me your name and how old you are.
Jeremiah England.
How old are you, Jeremiah?
11.
What school you go to and what grade are you in?
Austin Tracy, and I'm 1 6.
And your favorite thing about playing baseball?
is running with my brother-in-law and all that.
All right, well, congratulations. Tell me your name and how old you are.
Ryan Shaw.
How old are you, Ryan?
I'm 11.
What school do you go to and what grade are you in?
I go to the Glasgow Middle School. I'm in the 7th.
And your favorite thing about playing baseball?
Catching.
All right, congratulations. Tell me your name and how old you are.
Daniel Katz, and I'm 11 years old.
What school do you go to, Daniel, and what grade are you in?
Middle school and going 6th grade.
And what's your favorite thing about playing baseball?
Pitching.
All right, congratulations, Daniel. Tell me your name and how old you are.
Ashley Webster, and I'm 10.
Ashley, what school do you go to and what grade are you in?
I go to Glasgow Middle School, and I will be in 6th.
Be in 6th grade. Tell me what your favorite thing is about playing baseball.
Probably catching fly balls.
All right, well, congratulations. And one more for the Yankees here. Tell me your name and how old you are.
Stevie Wright, 12 years old.
What school you go to, Stephen, and what grade are you in?
I probably go to Glasgow Middle School. I'm going to the 7th grade.
And what's your favorite thing about playing baseball?
Just the fact that you can get out here and play.
Hey, that's a good reason. Congratulations. All right, a big hand for the Yankees. They are the tournament champions. And we'll see if we can get head coach of the Reds up here, Coach David Evans. He's making his way up here to home plate. David, tough luck on the loss, but I tell you what, your kids showed a lot of heart. They gave the Yankees everything they could give them tonight.
Yeah, they did. That team over there, I told you in the pregame that they do hit the ball hard, and that we needed to make the hits when we got up there. I don't know, we left 11 people on bases. Couple key hits, the game could have changed, but I'm proud of the bunch.
Well, tell me about your season a little bit, David.
Well, we started off 4-1. Then we went through a stretch. We lost like 7 games in a row. 5 of them was by 1 run or less. And we had 2 games that we kind of took a beating. In the last 2-3 weeks, we've been playing baseball, and we got ready for the tournament, and it shows.
Well, congratulations, David, on a good season.
Thank you, and congratulations to the Yankees, to my players, to my coaches, and thank y'all, WCLU and the Electrical Plant Board, for doing this.
We're glad to be here. Let's talk with some of your players.
All right, sounds good.
Good job, Wendy. Thanks, bud.
And here they come, up towards home plate.
You did a good job, baby. I didn't see you back.
All right, look at the camera here. Tell me what your name is and how old you are.
David Brown.
How old are you, David?
12 years old.
12 years?
Yes.
What school do you go to and what grade are you in?
Glasgow Middle School, 7th grade.
And what's your favorite thing about playing baseball?
Just having fun.
All right, congratulations. Tell me your name and how old you are. And what's your favorite thing about playing baseball?
Batting.
And what school do you go to and what grade are you in?
Elementary.
Okay, well, congratulations. I need to do one thing. Hang on just 1 second. Let me walk back here. The 1 and 2, can you turn both of those down? First one and second. There we go. Now it's a little bit quieter. There we go. We were getting a little bit of outside noise there. All right. Now, tell me your name and how old you are.
I'm Johnny England, and I'm 11 years old.
Tell me your school and what grade you're in.
I'll go to South Wing Elementary, and what grade? I'm in 5th grade.
All right. What's your favorite thing about playing baseball?
Running bases.
All right. Well, good job.
Thanks.
Oh, yeah.
Tell me your name and how old you are.
Jesse Poindexter, 911.
What school you go to, Jesse, and what grade are you in?
Glasgow Middle School in 6th.
And what's your favorite thing about playing baseball?
Catching the ball.
All right, well, you're a pretty good one. Tell me your name and how old you are.
Name's Andrew Froge, and I'm 11 years old.
What school do you go to, Andrew, and what grade are you in?
Glasgow Middle School, and I'm in 6th grade.
And what's your favorite thing about playing baseball?
Catching about 5.
All right, well, good job.
It was going to catch it and you couldn't run on.
All right, tell me your name and how old you are.
My name is Devin Schwartz, and I'm I'm 11 years old.
Tell me what school you go to and what grade are you in?
Glasgow Middle School, and I'm sixth grade.
And what's your favorite thing about playing baseball, Devin?
Pitching.
All right, congratulations. Tell me your name and how old you are.
Tavion Perez, 12 years old.
What school you go to, Tavion, and what grade are you in?
Glasgow Middle School, 6th grade.
And your favorite thing about playing baseball?
Hitting home runs.
All right, well, good job. Tell me your name and how old you are.
My name is Trey Alexander, and I'm 11 years old.
Trey, what school do you go to and what grade are you in?
Glasgow Middle School, and I'm 6.
What's your favorite thing about playing baseball?
Pitching.
All right, well, good job. Tell me your name and how old you are.
I'm Emily Alexander, and I'm 8 years old.
Are you the bat girl, Emily?
Yes.
All right, what school do you go to and what grade are you in?
I go to South Bend Elementary, and I'm in 3rd grade.
Do you play baseball yourself?
Yes.
What's your favorite thing about playing baseball?
Fielding.
Fielding, okay. Well, congratulations, y'all had a good season.
Thank you.
All right. Tell me your name and how old you are.
My name is Justin Mather, and I'm going to be 12 years old.
What school do you go to and what grade are you in, Chelsea?
Glasgow Middle School, I'm getting ready to be in 7th grade.
And what's your favorite thing about playing baseball?
Justin Bell.
All right, good job. And last but not least, we have...
Casey Evans.
How old are you, Casey?
11.
What school do you go to and what grade are you in?
6th grade, and go to middle school.
And what's your favorite thing about playing baseball, Casey?
Pitching.
All right, good job. All right, well, that's it. As the Reds are the runners-up here in the Little League Live Arm Championship game. And the Yankees are the champions. Reds finished the year with a record of 8-10, while the Yankees finished their year with a record of 15-2. And Larry, do you have some stats added up for us there?
Well, Coach Evans and I were just talking. The Yankees out-hit them, according to my book here, 10-6. The Yankees left 4, 5, 6 men on base, and I think the Reds ended up with about 11 or 12 left on base. It was really a well-played ball game. And I got to go back to Daniel Capps coming in, bases loaded, nobody out, 2, 3, and 4 hitters up, and he gets out of it. And basically, in my opinion, that's where the whole complexion of the whole ball game changed. Even though the Reds had a shot there at the end, that was a big inning. And talking about a kid stepping up and making a big contribution, that's a team guy right there. He come in, and all the kids that had to come in came in rough circumstances, and all of them done a good job. But his stood out because he shut them down with no runs. And talking to David, he felt that was probably the biggest turning point of the ball game too.
Yeah, I would agree. Well, we'll take a quick timeout, and then we'll come back and wrap things up here from Weldon Park as the Yankees defeat the Reds here in the championship game of the Little League Live Arm Division by a final of 10-7. We'll come back after this timeout here on WCOU Sports.
Calvert and Nunn Insurance not only offer a variety of policies, but are exceptional in their customer service and up-to-date quotes. The staff at Calvert and Nunn excel in the product knowledge to fit the insurance needs of each customer. Calvert and Nunn Insurance is next to the Plaza Theater in downtown Glasgow.